So, is this new space-based indie game worth playing? In this video, I'll take a look at Astroneer and show you what you can expect. Graphics. When you first boot up Astroneer, you'll immediately notice the rather unique triangle-based look of the game on a planet in the distance. For some reason, the first thing that came to mind when I saw the graphics was Cybermorph from way back on the Atari Jaguar.
Well done. Avoid the ground.
Yeah, good times. Anyway, then you set off to the planet in a launch pod, and gradually, as you get closer, you'll start to notice more and more distinct and intricate detail. Then when you land, you're greeted with vibrant colors that pop out together with the environment itself, and suddenly the game looks a lot better. And then the moment when you look up, see the triangle stars flickering in the distance with a planet orbiting your own, you realize this is going to be a huge and beautiful playground. Gameplay. Because of its triangle-based engine, the environment is surprisingly fluid and smooth to transform with the use of your gun, which can easily add, dig or flatten ground. Whenever you are untethered to either your base or a vehicle, you quickly lose oxygen and barely refill your power, so it's important to always stay close to one of your structures. But thankfully you can easily expand your range by placing tether points. To do so, you can go about the world and harvest many materials that can all be interacted with in a rather unique and fresh way compared to other titles in the genre. For instance, the whole game is interactive, there's no real in-game menus, and everything can be done by dragging items across the environment towards designated spots. Pretty much all items that are found or crafted can be used in many ways, and switching or replacing them is very quick and convenient, which somewhat removes the tedium of constant inventory management necessary in a lot of other similar type games. It also helps that the backpack is at all times visible and makes it possible to quickly see what kind of items you are currently carrying without having to open a menu. Astroneer features random level generation so that each game feels different from the next. All planets have conditions like exotic, barren or terran, and they all feel diverse and alien. There's plenty of caves to be found too, which are all a joy to explore and can be dangerous depending on the type of planet you are on. I haven't seen hostile enemies yet, mostly encountered hostile plants either trying to stab me or poison me. Some of those plants look pretty freaky too and make the exploration of caves pretty intense. Most plants offer some weird alien research item that can be used at your base to unlock new blueprints or gain rare resources. And speaking about the base, it's possible to expand it quite significantly, and if I'm not mistaken, pretty much indefinitely too. Staying in one place is not necessary in the slightest, since you can opt to build a space shuttle and travel to whichever planet you please and land on various spots across each planet. Or you can go for the land rover and explore that way. Unfortunately, the controls of it aren't the best, but it still beats the Mako from Mass Effect 1. Overall score. Great art style. Satisfying progression. The way you gradually advance into more building options and a bigger base feels quite satisfying. Gigantic galaxy. Lots of big, randomized planets make it possible to go wherever and do whatever you please. Fun terrain shaping. Incredibly easy and smooth terrain transformation make altering the environment very fun. Early access bugs. Obvious to some but not to everybody. Since it's an early access game, the game is pretty much open to change and bugs are sure to occur. Lacks longevity. In the current state of development, I feel the building options are a bit too limited in the long run. Closing words. Since I'm not the type of person to follow any sort of hype, this game really surprised me in a very good way. Once you get past the initial startup and grasp the basics of the game, it develops into an impressive exploration and building game with a refreshing art style and setting. System Era Softworks seems committed in developing the game, so that's a promising sign for the future of Astroneer. In any case, I'm keeping an eye on this one and will revise it in the future to see how the progress has been. Is it worth it? Yes, as long as you don't mind the unpredictable nature of EA games. I feel for €20 the gameplay and longevity already make up for the price tag in its current state. Thanks for watching, my name is SirDutchie and I wish you, as usual, a fantastic, oxygen-rich day.